Hi, James here, and I'm going to answer a couple of questions about the three delays that I've had on my boards the last year or so. I've got all three of them up, at least the analog ones. I do have a strum and time on each for digital things and for, pitched and sliced and iced and all that other stuff, but I always pair with an analog. So the three analog here are the Aquapuss, the Echopuss, and the Superpuss. All three of them very different. And I'll just show you, at least for me, what the three differences are and why I'd pick one over the other, depending on the gig. I've got two picks here, by the way, if you care. Old West German nylon blue hairdom, thanks to my buddy Matt here. So the U2 pick. And then a standard nylon Jazz 3, actually in day glow. Okay, so let's start here with the Giggity first. That's going to buffer the signal and give us a little snap. So you can drive the line through the pedals and then ending up at the deluxe going to the other room with the 57. So here's the straight sound. Bridge pickup. Bridge in middle. Okay, so now Aquapuss. Straight up slap setting with the bridge pickup. Cool when you drive it with the compressor for more of a national sound. Okay, so really it's good for that. Very, very well voiced for that. There's no tone control. It doesn't have a lot of time on it, but the voicing itself is perfect for that thing. It's also good for blue stuff. If you're doing more of a Robin 4 thing, just a single slap, it's perfect for that. Which actually would be, once you turn this off, a little overdrive. Pull up on that like that kind of. Not that I'm doing that very well, but you kind of see where it's going. So awesome pedal for that. The next one is the Echopuss, and here's where we're going to use this little blue hairdom pick. Great, and if you're really into the memory man sort of modulated delay things. Again, this has a longer time. It's got the modulation speed and depth that, again, Aquapuss doesn't have. Sorry. And it has a blend control and tone control down here. So let's just turn that on. Okay, you get it back on. I have a little depth and a little speed going on, and the blend down the middle and tone a little after noon there. Blend is different than the Superpuss here. If you notice, it says blend, and this actually says mix. So the blend control here always has a little bit of your dry still in it. So even if I put this on, 100% fully wet, you'll still hear my dry guitar on it. So essentially, yeah, we're blending in the affected signal. So that's one difference as well. But there's enough of the echo to go around. So let's put it back in the middle. And let's listen to the tone control all the way up, just for reference. Feedback. cool analog sounding delay. This is actually, for me, kind of my favorite one. It does a whole bunch of stuff. Good general analog delay, does a ton of things, and has a longer delay time, of course, than this. But what this doesn't do is tap tempo. Let's go over here. And then all sorts of fun stuff you can do with the this division thing here, the time. Let me get started on this. Again, so first, there's a tone control, but next to that, there's a gain, which this doesn't have, which is, as opposed to this. I mean, they're clean, but you have the ability to actually distort them a little bit. It gets gritty when you turn the gain up, so we're going to start with the gain off and tone down the middle. Mix. So in this setting, it's very similar to this. Again, they're both very different delays, but at least it does give you a general thing that this does. But as you can tell, I can actually start making those repeats get a little grittier by turning up the gain. And tap tempo. So, if you're into those types of things, then you can have that going in the background, feeding back, and then put this into the chase mode by holding it down. Ton of fun with that. Again, this sort of does everything. In fact, it's going to keep feeding back. Let's turn that off. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff with this one. So I tend to flop back and forth between these two. In general, if you don't need tap tempo, you don't need, I think this is like 3 seconds of delay. And, the Echopuss is a really great general purpose analog delay. Does everything. This, again, takes off from where this leaves and off, and then you can do all sorts of fun stuff with the time chasing thing, tap tempo, the gain to distort the echoes. And actually, the mix, again, compared to blend here, mix will go 100% fully wet. So I found for doing almost like Echoplex things I used to do, with that, I can put it fully wet. You don't really hear anything but the... Again, so no dry guitar at all. No. In here dry, fully wet. So, just quickly in a nutshell, that's kind of the differences. So, an awesome slap, awesome for blues and country. This takes off from there. You can do that stuff, plus the modulation section, longer time. And then this is, again, whole other sounding delay. It's still analog, but you can get the sort of grittier delay thing going on with the gain knob, and then more spaceshipy, fun, loopy things by turning the mix all the way up for 100% delay. I know that's really brief, but I think those are some of the general things. Hopefully that answered some stuff.